What's going on, guys? It's me, Dreamliner Fan 2016 here, and today we have the GeminiJets October 2024 release this week, guys. I'm excited to see what GeminiJets has to offer for October 2024, and overall, I'm excited to see what models we're going to be seeing today. So, let's take a look at some models from the September releases. We got a Reno Air MD-90 and 120 scale right there, Delta MD-90 and the Cosmic Motion Liver right there, and a Conquest Air C-131 Foxtrot or C-131F. So really cool on how GeminiJets did these models, and I think they did a good job on it. Next up, we have some feature releases, so nothing much on the feature releases. So we have, well, kind of like added stuff. We have Aeromexico 738, new livery, LYS 1850, and then the Kalita Air 777 Freighter right there, 777 Freighter, and then there's a Delta MD-90, MD-80 in the run out. So those are all the models right there. And as we go into the October releases, we got a couple of more models to take a look at, like this Alaska Max 8 in the Honoring Those Who Serve livery. I think GeminiJets did a good job on that. Next up, we have an Allegiant Max 8 right there. It's gonna take a while to load, but yeah, there it is right there, so really cool. Very nice. And yeah, that's kind of like it. Everything is by it now, and yeah, nothing really too special. But we got our GeminiJets October 2024 releases right there, so with that being said, just want to get a sip. And without being said, let's get started, shall we? So, here we go with our first model. So, without being said, let's get started. So, our first model for today is, ooh, nice, an American Airlines Airbus A321 in the America West Heritage livery. This is the last piece of the puzzle that GeminiJets needs to release. So, here it is. They released PSA and Piedmont in February/March of this year, and I think in April they released Allegheny. It's either April or May they released Allegheny, but in October we finally got America West. I was talking to my buddy Ed about this, so we were saying like, oh, what if GeminiJets can do an American A321 in the America West Heritage livery this month? And look at that, there it is. So really cool to see that from GeminiJets. So that aircraft is registered November 580 Uniform Whiskey, and the price is $56.95. So kind of like an average price for an narrow-body A321. Alright, next up we have, ooh, nice, a Delta AC-30-300 coming in 1/4 scale. I think the last time they did this model was probably somewhere in the ballpark of when NG Models released this model in 2021. So that's the last time we had a 1/4 AC-30, and I'm not sure when was the last time a 1/4 AC-30 was released from GeminiJets, but I'm assuming that is a very long time. So really nice to see GeminiJets do another Delta AC-30 right there. So that aircraft is registered, November 8 to 9 on November Whiskey, and the price is $62.95. Okay, so next up, our next model from that list, as I scroll down, we have, next up, oh, here we go. Alright, so we have this beauty right here. This is a Delta Connection Bombardier CRJ-900 in the Colors and Motion livery. Okay, so where are we going right here, GeminiJets? What are we doing right here? Just give it a while to load. I'm not sure what's it doing. Oh, hang on, guys. It said something. All right, come on, load, please. Oh my God, but this is really cool that GeminiJets. There it is. Really cool to see GeminiJets do a Delta Connection CRJ-900 Colors and Motion livery aircraft. I have a feeling the last time they did this was somewhere like around the early 2000s, so it must have been a long time. But amazing to see this. I think I might get this model. I have a feeling. This is really tempting because, of course, with GeminiJets releasing Delta Connection CRJ-900s, except for the... Oh, excuse me. Jesus Christ. Except for the Delta Connection CRJ-900 release in January 2024, that model is still available, which I'm quite surprised, to be honest. Because, usually, when GeminiJets release a Delta CRJ-900, that sells out like hotcakes, so... Really interesting to see GeminiJets do a CRJ-900 Colors of Motion, and I'm still shocked to see that the CRJ-900 from January 2024 from Delta Connection is still available. So, once again, when GeminiJets release a very popular model in the North American market, they want to make as many of these models as like a big stack of them so everybody can have it. But that model is really tempting. This aircraft is really tempting. I love the Colors of Motion livery. I think it looks very nice on this aircraft, so maybe I might get this model at some point. But I just hope they fix the main landing gear, because the one from January 2024 it had closed-in landing gear. So I hope this one has a fixed landing gear at least. That way I can be happy about it. But if it does not, then I can just fix it. That aircraft is registered November 806 Sierra Kilo, and the price is $52.95. For like that's like your typical price for a like a regional aircraft for the scale from GeminiJets. Okay, so next up we have an Emirates Airbus A380, of course GeminiJets with their Emirates marketing and all these stuff. Apparently there's no like link to like the CJ image of the aircraft itself, but the aircraft registration is Alpha 6 Echo Oscar Delta, and the price is $77.95. So really interesting that GeminiJets decided to not include a link to like the CGI image of the aircraft. But if I could just search this up real quick, and as you can see the Emirates A380 right there. So I'm assuming this could either be in the Journey to the Future livery, I'm not sure, or maybe GeminiJets did this already, I'm not really quite sure, but yeah, really cool. Or maybe it might be in the standard livery, I'm not really quite sure really on which model, like which variation of this registration they're gonna release it as. Okay, so here I have some information from planespotters.net about Alpha 6 Echo Oscar Delta, and as I look at the remarks, okay, so this aircraft was painted in the Journey to the Future livery from November 2022 to July 2023. And this is also painted in the like some kind of like real Martin CF special colors from March to June 2017, and then it's also painted in the Expo 2020 livery. So not sure about this, but if I were to take a guess, I think it might be in the regular Emirates standard livery if I were to like take a guess. But yeah, should be a cool model, but if ever I see a picture on Instagram, then that image will pop up right there. So really cool to see GeminiJets do another Emirates A380, and yeah, the partnership between those two companies are going strong right there. Alright, so now next up we have, let's see what we have next. Our next model is, oh, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, alright, so we have a Hawaiian Airlines Airbus A321neo. This is the 4th release of that particular model, and I'm really glad that GeminiJets has yet again made another Hawaiian A321neo. And yeah, given the fact that I work with Hawaiian airplanes, I've seen these pretty much every day during my work. So really cool to see GeminiJets do another Hawaiian A321neo. That aircraft is registered November 208 Hotel Alpha, which, yes, I did work on this aircraft a couple of times. So really cool to see GeminiJets release a model that I have, like, pretty much have, not really exactly have in my collection. I do have the 3rd release, Hawaiian A321neo from September 2021, November 205 Hotel Alpha. But yeah, November 208 Hotel Alpha should be a really interesting registration to get. I mean, like, I don't really know. I'm not trying to, like, build up a Hawaiian Airlines A321 army. But other than that, really cool model right there, and it should be a pivotal asset for all these collectors right there who desperately want a Hawaiian A321neo. That price is pretty much the same price as that American A321. Okay, next up we have a JetBlue E190. That is a really interesting model that GeminiJets decided to release. Sorry about that, guys. Something like popped up there once again. But as I pull up the CJ, it's in the Hob's Tail. Oh, that's really cool. Really nice right there. So here we have a JetBlue E190 in the Hob's Tail. Most of the A220 fleets has this kind of like design of tail, but some of JetBlue's E190s have this Hob's Tail style as well. Unfortunately, this aircraft will be retired somewhere in the ballpark of like 2025. But yeah, really cool to see GeminiJets at least making one for all these JetBlue collectors. That aircraft name is, if I can zoom in, guessing that aircraft name is only blue, and the registration of this aircraft is November 323 Juliet Bravo, and the price is pretty much the same price as that Delta CRJ 900. Alright, so now we move on downwards. Next up we have a Lufthansa Airbus A321neo, nice model for all the German collectors, and this is the 600 aircraft livery. So as you can see, here's the aircraft itself right there. Really nice livery itself. Yeah, like it's a very nice livery. I think they just could like depict Lufthansa's 600th Airbus aircraft, or maybe it is because it says 600th Airbus aircraft right there. So overall, very nice model right there. I'm not really sure if NG models did this first before GeminiJets can, but If ever they do, then pretty much NG beats GeminiJets to that. But if they did not, I'm trying to remember with all these releases that I've gone through from the past years. But yeah, if GeminiJets were to beat NG to this, then yeah, it is what it is. So that aircraft is registered Delta Alpha India Echo Quebec. And the price is the same price as for the Hawaiian AC-21 Neo. Alright, next up, as I scroll down, we have a Witteroo, or I'm not really quite sure what aircraft this is. I'm guessing Witteroo. This is a Bavarian A-AQ400. And yeah, it's a very nice airline. I mean, it's a very nice looking aircraft in this livery. Witteroo Airline, or Wittero Airlines. I'm not really quite sure how I can pronounce it. But yeah, really nice to see GeminiJets do another Wittero. They released an E190 last month in 1/200 scale, so really nice to see them do a 1/400 model out of this aircraft in this airline. This aircraft is from Norway, as depicted by the Norwegian flag, and the price is pretty much the same price for all these regional models, and the aircraft registration is Lima November Whiskey Delta Mike. So really nice to see there. Let's see if we have more. And that's it for the 1/400 models. Quite a big release set for all these American collectors. I'm quite surprised just how many American models there are. We have an American AC-21, a Delta AC-30, a Delta Series J900, a Hawaiian AC-21 Neo, and a JetBlue E190. That's like one big release set for all these US models right here in just one 1/400 batch right there. So, quite surprised. There isn't no Asian models anywhere, so I'm not sure what happened to those, but yeah, it is what it is. But at least we got a fair share of European models and our Middle Eastern models right here with this Emirates AC-80, which once again, not sure why there's no link there, but yeah, we probably already saw the picture on what the aircraft looked like. Well, I'm not sure they actually posted the picture, but yeah, if they do, then I'll just post it on the screen. If they not, then I'll just leave it blank. So yeah, that is it for the 1/400 department. So overall, really nice release set overall. I mean, it's okay release set. I mean, we're kind of missing out on Asia, and I'm not sure if they still want to do some African models as well. Probably a couple of South Americans. Not really quite sure, but yeah, that's how they release it. Anyways, moving on, we have our Gemini Max section right there. Let's see what our model is, and then we should have a Lockheed C-5 Galaxy from the U.S. Air Force, and this is from Lackland Air Force Base. Now, I'm not sure where Lackland is. Okay, I think it's from Texas, so as depicted right here, this is the Texan flag, I guess. So really cool to see another C-5 Galaxy model in 1/400 scale, and I think it's been a while. I'm trying to recall in my head when was the last time GeminiJets has made a 1/400 C-5 Galaxy, but really cool to see another C-5 Galaxy entering the 1/400 market right there, and overall this should be a nice model for all the military collectors right there. So that aircraft is registered 85-00090, and the price is $73.95. We have more. Now, that's kind of typical for Gemini Max releases. They just only release one model or two, or maybe one other release set where they have 5 models or 3 or 4. Yeah, that one release set of Gemini Max, that was really massive. So really surprised I think I covered that, but I was really surprised to see that many Gemini Max releases. Anyways, moving on to the 1/200 section. So we have our 1/200 models right here. Let's see what we have first. Okay, so we first have, ooh, nice, an Air Canada cargo Boeing 767-300 freighter. So, really nice to see GeminiJets. Okay, yeah, it's gonna take a while to let me refresh again. So, really nice to see. Okay, you're not in. Okay, my internet connection's working. I'm not sure what's going on. Let me do it again. Okay, what is going on with my internet? Come on. There we go. So here's our Air Canada cargo Boeing 767-300 freighter. So, really nice to see them. See this aircraft coming into the 1/200 scale. And yeah, very nice model right there. So overall, I mean, the Air Canada cargo 767 freighter, just this living in general, it does look nice, and it fits the aircraft really nice. But other than that, really cool to see GeminiJets do another 1/200 767-300 freighter. They still have the interactive mode, but I'm not sure what really happened to that. But if ever they make it, like, I'm not sure they're gonna make it this one. Like, I'm not sure they're gonna have an interactive mode with this one, but we'll just have to see. If not, then yeah, it is what it is. So that aircraft is registered Charlie Golf X-Ray Hotel Mike, and the price is $128.95. And as I scroll down, let's see what we have next. And I literally called it. Oh my god. So I really literally called it. So here we have the interactive series mold. So I guess they still have the interactive series 767-200 freighter. 300 freighter. So here it is right there. Looking very nice. And yeah, the difference is it's just interactive doors, and it has landing gears too. I mean, it has landing gears, but the main difference is the doors right there and all the various like interactive pieces right there. Same registration, but there's a $13 price increase, and this aircraft comes in at $141. So that is the interactive 767 from Air Canada Cargo right there, and you also got the non-interactive 767 like for the 300 freighter Air Canada Cargo right there. Whew, alright, so next up we have, god, I've been talking so much, but we can pull through this. Next up we have an Alaska 737 MAX 8 coming in 1/200 scale. This is in the regular livery, as depicted in the CGI image right there. And as you can see, kind of like the same deal. They released this in August 2024 and in 1/400 scale, so now they're coming in with this model in 1/200 scale, or this particular aircraft in 1/200 scale. That aircraft, of course, is November 801 Alpha Kilo. That's the registration, and the price is $110.95. Alright, so now moving on downwards. Next up, we have an Allegiant 737 MAX 8 200. This is now coming in 1/200 scale now. They released this last month, so now they're coming in with the 1/200 counterpart in 1/200 scale. So they already had this aircraft delivered. Oops. They already had this aircraft delivered to the Allegiant fleet, so it's now flying for Allegiant. And yeah, MAX 8 200. This is a high density configuration of a 737 MAX 8. The only difference is for this particular plane, it can hold up to 200 passengers, and it has a door plug right there, like a emergency exit door plug on this side right there. So that's like the distinctive features of a MAX 8 200. So that aircraft was registered November 801 Mike Gulf, and the price is $110.95. Alright, moving on downwards. Next up, this should be a really cool retro model right here. We have a Braniff. I'm guessing this could be like the second Braniff, if I were to guess. It's not Braniff International, but it's the other Braniff. But we have a Braniff British Aerospace BAC 111-200. Let's see that. Yeah, this should be a very nice looking model for the 1/200 collectors, and especially like all the various like retro collectors in the 1/200 department. So here it is, the BAC 111, and overall it's a very distinctive looking aircraft. Once again, this is from British Aerospace, so probably like these aircraft there in the UK are designed differently. So as you can see, very interesting wings right there, and yeah, the Braniff fluid looks very like interesting on this aircraft. I think it looks very nice. So this is the second Braniff, the original Braniff, which is Braniff International Airways. That's the different one. Unfortunately, this Braniff, like, got bankrupt, similar to, like, the Braniff International. But, yeah, this Braniff version did not last too long before they ended up going to bankruptcy somewhere around, like, 80s or something, like 90s. Like, well, once again, as I said, this airline did not last too long, unlike Braniff International. But really cool to see GeminiJets do a BAC 111 from Braniff International. Braniff. I'll just call it Braniff. This kind of like Braniff, I'll just simply call it as Braniff. So really cool to see GeminiJets do a Braniff model of this BAC 111. That aircraft is registered Echo India Bravo Whiskey Papa, and the price is $94.95. Alright, so moving on downwards, our next model we'll take a look at in the 1/200 department is, scroll down, we have a Buffalo Airways Boeing 737-300 special freighter. So here it is. I'm guessing from what I read on the articles, this is like Buffalo Airways' first 737 and pretty much their first like jet aircraft. Okay, why is it not loading? Once again, I'm kind of like outside in a public area. There's not much like good network reception. So yeah, this is gonna take a while for the image to load, but really cool to see GeminiJets do a Buffalo Airways 737 SF. Yeah, it should be a pivotal asset for all these like Canadian collectors. Gosh, I'm trying to like still pull up the image and it's not even loading. What the heck? yeah, I'm not sure. Just kind of like give it a while, but yeah, we'll be moving on either way. This aircraft is registered Charlie Foxtrot Bravo Alpha Echo, and the price is like pretty much the same as these Max 8s right there. Yeah. Moving on downwards, we have an Emirates Emirates Boeing 777-200 So really nice to see GeminiJets once again. There's no what the heck? Like once again, these images are taking a while to load. I'm not sure what's going on. Let me try to refresh. Hang on, guys. Excuse me, we're kind of having some technical difficulties right now, so I'm gonna have to refresh this and then we're gonna come back. Okay, now that's more like it. So here is the image of the Buffalo Airways 737-300 right there. So really nice on how, like, I really like the design and delivery on this aircraft right there. And overall, once again, this is Buffalo Airways' first jet aircraft, as they operate a lot of Electras in their fleet. So really cool that Buffalo was able to take this 737 right here. And as I pull up the images, like the image of the 777-200LR, here it is right there. So here it is, the Emirates 777-200LR. Sure, it's been a while since GeminiJets has made a 777-200LR for Emirates, but overall, it should look very nice. They do have a 777-200ER, but that's actually operating for like government reasons. But really cool to see this made in 1/200 scale, not 1/400. This might get released in 1/400 soon. But that aircraft is registered Alpha 6 Echo Whiskey Alpha, and the price is $166.95. So that's the Emirates 777-200LR right there. Next up, we move down, we scroll down, and we have, okay, so we have this again. So we have the Trump Vance 737-800, and yeah, not really want to go all political and like just talk about the presidents, like the president itself, or like just the former president, or the person in general. But like once again, this livery is made for the purpose of like his campaign stuff. But yeah, I'm not really want to go all political and all that kind of like jazz. Not that kind of like a political person. But all I can really say, this livery looks very interesting. I'll say I do like the designs, like the tail design right there. You got the U.S. flag, and overall, it's a very nice looking livery. This aircraft is operating for Eastern Airways, so really interesting how this particular plane is operated by that airline right there. That aircraft is registered November 9817 X-Ray Alpha, and the price is the same price as all these 737s and various like narrow-body airplanes. Right, so now moving on downwards. Next up, we should have, okay, we have the flap slats extended, or flaps down version of this aircraft. So the only main difference is it's just flaps down. This aircraft has the flaps down, and there's a $4 price increase coming in at $114.95. So don't really want to go over that too much. And as we, ooh, nice, United. Here we go. United Airlines Boeing 737 Max 8, not Max 8, Max 9 in the evil blue livery. Oh, there we go. There, just pretty much shows, because like this is, they release a 1/400 of the evil blue Max 9, so now they're gonna be releasing this in 1/200 scale now. So really cool to see that. Engine Mall somehow beat GeminiJets on releasing a 737 Max 9 in the evil blue livery. So I'm not sure what happened there. Why NG released a 737 Max 9 evil blue in 1/200 scale first before GeminiJets can, but not really here to like do some like, I'm not sure if they're trying to like do some like, I don't know, like debating, like not really like competing against each other. But whichever model turns out good, it turns out good. But I think most of these models should turn out to look nice, and I think GeminiJets' iteration of this model would look nice as well. Anyway, so that aircraft is registered November 37555, and the price is same price as all of these 737 Maxes and the 737-800. Alright, so now moving on, let's see what models we have next. Okay, so we have a U.S. Air Force Boeing C-17 Globemaster, and this is from the Wright-Patterson Air Force Base. Now, I'm guessing this could be, not sure where this is from, but I'm guessing, given by the name, like, I'm guessing that's from North Korea, given, like, the name Wright-Patterson. And as I look at this, like, the banner right here, as I zoom in, I'm guessing that looks like the Wright Flyer. Maybe, it could be the Wright Flyer, but maybe this could be, yeah, this could possibly be in North Korea. That's probably an Air Force base in North Korea. So really cool to see another C5 Galaxy, not C5 Galaxy, I'm sorry, C-17 Globemaster coming in 1/200 scale. And overall, I think GeminiJets' C-17 models, like, C17 1200 model, like the mold itself looks very nice, and I think they're also gonna do a perfect job with this Wright-Patterson Air Force Base example. Yeah, that's a really interesting Air Force Base in North Korea. So that aircraft, oh, shoot, why did I say North Korea? I'm sorry about that. Jeez, this is what happens when I talk so fast. I ended up saying wrong words. This is from North Carolina. Jeez. Sorry about that if I mistaken this. So this is the Air Force bases. This is the Air Force base in North Carolina. I do apologize. Jeez. Gosh, honestly, this is what really happens if I ended up talking too much and just doing these. Because sometimes I would mess up on locations, various locations. Yeah, once again, Wright-Patterson Air Force Base is located somewhere in North Carolina. So yeah, given the fact that it has the right, and then it has the right flyer right there. So this is the Air Force Base in North Carolina. That aircraft is registered. I'm not sure if I said the registration, but the registration, if I can say it again, that registration is 00-0178. And the price is $150.95. Alright, let's see if we have more from the 1-200 batch. And we somehow do with this WestJet Bombardier-JQ400. As I pull it up. And it's in the current livery too. That's really amazing right there. So, we really nice to see GeminiJets do another 1-200 WestJet Q400 right there. I think the previous one they did it in the older livery, but this is their current standard livery. And yeah, I hope they can release this in 1/400 scale too, because I wanna get a WestJet -AQ400 after seeing one in Seattle-Tacoma International Airport in September. So should be a nice model in the 1-200 department, and I'm hoping for a 1/400 release soon. So that aircraft is registered Charlie Foxtrot Oscar Echo Delta, Charlie Foxtrot Oscar Echo November, and the price is $85.95. And do we have more from that release? And that's it for the October 2024 releases. So overall, this is a very distinctive, almost how would I word this? It's kind of like a good set. There isn't much on Asian varieties. We unfortunately are missing some Asian models right there from this release set but yeah, it is what it is. We also don't have any South American models right there in this release set. But on that, we got a heavy loaded U.S. airline set, right? A heavy loaded U.S. airline release right here. We have all these various nearbys right here coming in 1/400 scale, and then we have all these all various Uniteds, Alaska, Allegiant, Trump fans models coming in 1/200. So heavy on the releases right here. But other than that, at least we got some retro models. We have the Delta CRJ 900 Custom Motion and this Braniff BAC 111. But what models I'll be getting from this release set? Well, as I tell you guys right now, I might be getting the Delta CRJ. I think it's highly likely I'll be getting this Delta CRJ 900 Custom Motion because it's a sick looking aircraft, and yeah, I'm not sure how well this is gonna sell though, because I'm afraid it might get sold out like hotcakes, or maybe it'll still be available after the model images are here. But yeah, who knows? I'm not trying to be I'm not GeminiJets right here. I don't run the company. Todd and Elliot does, and all the various other executives. But other than that, should be a cool model in 1/400 scale, and should be another nice model for my retro collection for Delta Airlines. And I'm not sure about this Hawaiian AC-21neo. Once again, I'm not trying to build a Hawaiian AC-21neo army. I already have the third release, Hawaiian AC-21neo from September 2021, November 205 Hotel Alpha. But yeah, it should be another nice model for all those who missed out on the previous release from GeminiJets. But I'm not sure, because I did request NG models to do a Hawaiian AC-21neo, and they have not done it. So I'm eager to see if NG models can do this. But whether NG can do it or not, people still have this opportunity to get a Hawaiian AC-21neo since they released it this month. So yeah, really cool right there. And yeah, those, I'm not really sure. I'm kind of debating on this, honestly. This Hawaiian AC-21neo, I'm kind of debating. But it's most likely I'll be getting the Delta CRJ 900 in the Colors of Motion liveries. It should be a flat out amazing model, and I'm looking forward to having this model in my collection. Now, as for the rating for this release set, if I were to give this release set a rating, honestly, it's kind of in the ballpark of 78%, 78% to 80%. It's a good release set from GeminiJets, and I do like the nice varieties of like modern and a few retros right there. Following that, and all these various like airlines in Europe and the Middle East, of course, but Emirates. Following that, I still think GeminiJets did a good job on this release set, and overall, I'm looking forward to see what model of plays to come. I'm just looking forward to getting that Delta Sierra J900. No question, but I do want to get it. But other than that, great work, GeminiJets released it, and I'm just excited to see what they have to offer for the last months of 2024. But their October 2024 release it's like the release sets for October 2024 is still good, and I'm just looking forward to see what GeminiJets has to offer for the next couple of months to round off 2024. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and turn on that post notification bell so you won't miss a video like this anytime soon. Gosh, whew, been talking so fast that oh my god, I don't know why. But that's it for today's video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Anyways, good night.